Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change a tire on your Nissan NV. Alright, so out here to change a tire on this NV. Open up our back door, right? I already got the stuff out, but what you're looking for is in the back right here. Open up the door. Here's going to be your jack, and then inside this case here, you're going to find your rods. You're going to connect together like this. Your tire iron, tire lug wrench, whatever you want to call it, makes like a T handle here at the end, and you're going to have to put the hook in first. Pull it out and show you. So at the end of this rod, all the rods that connect together, you're going to have this hook end, right? That's the end rod with the hook end, and send it in like so. Get it to engage. You're gonna have to wiggle it around a bit. This one was difficult for me to actually find and engage, but you're just gonna kind of have it like that and then crank it down. Okay, so once you get it to engage, you'll go ahead and start cranking it down, and the tire is going to start lowering underneath here. Just crank that counterclockwise, lower it all the way down to the ground, and keep cranking it after it lands on the ground. That we have enough slack on the cable to pull the tire out from underneath the vehicle. Because if you just stop when it's there on the ground, you're not going to have enough slack on the cable to pull it out. You're going to have to lay on the ground and push up on the tire and try to feed the cable through. That's not the proper way to do it. Just keep cranking this thing until you get it all the way down. Okay, then you can reach underneath, pull it out. And once you get it pulled out, you can just lift this little center cap piece right here through the center, move it out of your way, and pull your spare tire out from underneath the vehicle. And then you can go ahead and crank that back up, or you can put your flat under there and then crank it back up, whichever you choose to do. So I'm just going to crank this one back up, and you can see how the mechanical winch works. Sometimes these things get bound up, rusted, seized, things like that, and you have to replace them. When you crank these things back up, you just want to crank it up, get it off the ground, and let it hang. You don't want to crank it all the way up tight, because they'll also sometimes get bound from that. So about right there is where you want it. Alright, now you can go ahead and pull everything back out. You're going to have to kind of wiggle it a little bit until you find out where the flat spot is. Pull it back out. And you're going to use that for your bottle jack over here, which you're going to have to lower to get out because it's held in by tension. So you just kind of crank it like that, and then you can pull it out like this. Okay, so before we start jacking this thing up, we want to make sure we set our e-brake. Come over to the driver's side door, and right here you're going to have this third pedal all the way to the left. It says push to set it. Push that down, let it lock in. That is your e-brake. That's going to make sure your vehicle doesn't roll off of the jack. It's a big heavy vehicle. You definitely want to set the e-brake. Okay, our flat is here on the front passenger side. So we're going to take our jack and we're going to go underneath the vehicle on this front passenger corner. We're going to find the frame rail right here, the little line in it, or whatever you want to call it. Go flat down and just crank it up by hand like so until you can get it up in there and get it tight against the frame, and then we can use the rods and all that stuff to get it off the ground. This takes forever, by the way. I do have a floor jack, but just trying to show you guys how to use the factory jack on this one. Okay, so right there is a good spot on the frame where we can put it. So we'll just take our jack, get it tight right there, and then come out and grab the rods and finish getting it off the ground. So we're just gonna go under here like so, hook it with the end of the rod. There we go. Cameraman's in the way. Watch out, buddy. All right, and then so we got our rod set up like that. Okay, so before we jack it up and get off of the ground, we want to take our lug wrench here, put it onto the lugs, and get them all broken loose before we get it up in the air. So just put it on, push it with your foot, go on to the next one, like so. Get all these broke loose before you get it up, because once you get it up, if you do that, it may jar the vehicle and tip it off of the jack, which you're definitely not going to want that. Okay, so now we got them all broke loose. Take this, reattach it, and then start cranking that baby up off the ground. Alright, there you go. Alright, always go a good inch or so off of the ground there. That way, if the other tire is a little bit taller, you don't have to jack it up with this tire being off of the vehicle. Whew, getting a little winded there, bro. Alright, now we're gonna run the rest of these lug nuts off. Just get all these off real quick. Alright guys, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna use my impact drill. This is gonna have a 21mm socket on it. And I'm just gonna run these off real quick because I got better things to do than take forever on this. But showed you how to do it with the lug wrench. Now you know. You can take those off in any order that you want. There's no, particular way you have to take the lug nuts off. Just get them off, wheel out of the way, and roll in the new tire. Get it up in here, put it up there, slide it onto the lug stubs like so. Put your hubcap back on. Hands through on the lug nuts. That way you don't cross thread them. Get them all on there like so. And then you're going to want to tighten them in a cross pattern. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever, you get it. You know what I'm saying? I use the impact, of course. Alright, and then just crank it back down. Put the end of the tire lug wrench on there. Alright, clear, pull it out, done deal. We'll put everything back where it goes, and that's it. Alright, y'all, there you go. You just changed the tire on your NV 1500. You got everything back together. You're ready to roll. So we're gonna come over here to the driver's side and we're gonna release our e-brake. We're just gonna reach in, push it with hand, and it's gonna release it, come back up like that, and that's a done data. There you go. All right, guys, that's how to change a tire on your Nissan NV 1500. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me a comment at the bottom. Let me know if I helped you out. Please, need all the support I can get. See you guys on the next video. Bye.